into God's people in purpose and power. Like the original members of the church, I am continuing to be led into becoming what God has in mind, a person of purpose and power. My hope is that I can better be who and what God has in mind. I invite you to do the same. Chapter 1. If you get Jesus, you get the church. Thomas. That Sunday evening, the disciples were meeting behind locked doors because they were afraid of the Jewish leaders. Suddenly, Jesus was standing there among them. "Peace be with you," he said. As he spoke, he showed them the wounds in his hands and his side. They were filled with joy when they saw the Lord. Again he said, "Peace be with you. As the Father has sent me, so I am sending you." Then he breathed on them and said, "Receive the Holy Spirit. If you forgive anyone's sins, they are forgiven. If you do not forgive them, they are not forgiven." One of the 12 disciples, Thomas, nicknamed the twin, was not with the others when Jesus came. They told him, "We have seen the Lord." But he replied, "I won't believe it unless I see the nail wounds in his hands, put my fingers into them, and place my hand into the wound in his side." 8 days later, the disciples were together again, and this time Thomas was with them. The doors were locked, but suddenly, as before, Jesus was standing among them. "Peace be with you," he said. Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here and look at my hands. Put your hand into the wound in my side. Don't be faithless any longer. Believe." "My Lord and my God!" Thomas exclaimed. Then Jesus told him, "You believe because you have seen me. Blessed are those who believe without seeing me." John chapter 20, verses 19 through 29, the New Living Translation. Those who know my story would probably label me a contrarian. I am one whose life with Christ demonstrates doing the opposite of what most would do. For instance, many so-called believers would never miss Resurrection Sunday. In fact, if they don't go to church on any other Sunday, they go to church on Resurrection Sunday. Yet the following Sunday, they are nowhere to be seen or found. Churches boast record attendance on Resurrection Sunday. If you know my story, you know that I am the exact opposite. I was nowhere near the church on the first Resurrection Sunday. While I was one of the initial members of Jesus' ministry, and I was consistent in my followership and service for the first 3 years of the ministry's existence, on the first Resurrection Sunday, I was not among the followers of Jesus. I was not found to be present in the fellowship of believers. On the most significant day of our existence as a body of Jesus followers, I was not present. In part, my absence was due to having experienced the most painful thing in my life just days earlier. On Thursday night, Jesus had been betrayed by one of our own named Judas, falsely accused by dishonest witnesses, and mistried by the Sanhedrin Council. Early that Friday, he was examined by Pilate, who found no wrong in him. But out of concern for the